Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you all how to make a revenge or justice poppet and tell you all the ingredients that you're going to need, and I'm going to walk through it step by step. I already have one here that I've completed because I actually tried to do this video last week and I don't know, just wasn't feeling it. I had corrupted files, everything that went wrong could, so we're going to start over, but I'm still going to walk you all through it again step by step, and then I'm just going to show you the one that I already have done as an end result before I go and bury it. So what you're going to need is some dirt, enough to make, you know, a good size poppet so you can get all your stuffing ingredients in there, and some water, obviously, to make some clay like mud. This is tire water from some old tires that were sitting out at the end of the house that have gathered up nasty water. It's got little bits of, I don't know, nasty stuff in there. But you could use puddle water, toilet water, any kind of water that's just stagnant and gross. And you're just gonna obviously add a little bit of your water to your dirt to make a good pliable clay so that we can form our poppet. Let's see what we got here. Of course, I highly recommend go get your nails done right before you decide to be playing around in the mud. Perfect timing. Okay, that should be good. And I'm going to get you a nice scoop. I've just got some parchment paper here to work on. You could use aluminum foil, plastic bag, anything obviously to keep your work surface from becoming too dirty. And we're just going to add enough of this to get a good shape of the body. You obviously want to have the head, the arms, the legs, torso. And after I get it molded out a little bit, I'll make it where you all can see it better so you know what I'm talking about, what we're working with. And like all of my other workings that I show you all, you can make this your own. Obviously, you should know by now if you've watched any of my other videos what I work with a lot of times for justice, magic, or baneful work. Just do your research, look up the properties, magical properties of herbs, stones, and different things like that. You can apply them according to what your outcome, what you're looking for. Okay. So once you get your little person formed out, you're going to have something about like that. Now, we have, for the head of our puppet, we're going to have some poppy seeds. Again, for confusion, that's just going to cause a lot of havoc and chaos and confusion in the person's head. And or also you can, this is optional. I'll explain when I get towards the end as to why that is, but if you want to, break yourself off a little piece of star anise and put a piece of the star anise into the head of the poppet along with the poppy seeds. And again, in the end, I'll explain why that is. You can leave it out. Then for the mouth, you're going to cut and make a little spot. You know, just use your spoon or whatever you're working with. Make yourself a little hole at the mouth, a little hole at the head. Like right in there. A hole in the stomach area, genital area if you so choose. And then just, you're going to put your ingredients into each hole. For the mouth of the poppet, you're going to put alum. You can find this in the spice section, any spice section. That's going to shut their mouth up, dry it up and close it, and keep them from talking shit about you. And then for the stomach, I have a little piece of liver. You can use any piece of meat. Raw meat is great. Liver, a little piece of hamburger, a little chicken, just whatever you have, a little piece of fish. Basically, you're just going to put that inside the stomach area of the poppet because you want that to rot and decay and just be disgusting. And then you're also, in the stomach area, going to add some sumac. That will make their stomach ache, make them nauseous, feel like they're going to throw up, cause a lot of abdominal pain. And then for the genital area, if you so choose, add some hot pepper flakes, hot seasoning, hot sauce, anything down there to cause a little discomfort inside of that area. And I almost forgot also, in the stomach of the poppet, do your name paper. And again, you're just going to write the person's full name and their date of birth. If you don't have the date of birth, you can still do it. It's just going to make it a lot more personal and more of a tag to them if you can add their date of birth and the digits of like 03/21 1978. So you're going to write their full name, date of birth, fold that up, stuff that inside the stomach of the poppet as well, along with the sumac and the meat that you want to rot in there. And then after you get all of your ingredients inside the poppet, you're going to need one black candle, any kind of black candle. It can be a pillar or any kind of, I just have one like this. Again, I've already used it because I did it, and as I said earlier, the video went bonkers on me, so I'm just going to redo it so you all know what we've got going on here. But take your black candle. And before you do that, obviously this is wet because we just mixed it up with our water. You can take this and put it in your oven, still on the parchment paper or aluminum foil, anything that's oven safe, obviously. Put it on like 200 on low. You could use air fryer, toaster oven, anything like that. You just want to dry it out so that it's good and firm. And once you get that done, or you can also, if you choose to, you can set it outside in the sun and let it, dry out in the sun like that. Then you're going to take it, you're going to light your black candle, and as the wax drips, you're going to drip this all over the poppet. You want to cover the whole thing completely, as much as you can, completely seal and cover the entire thing in your black wax from head to toe. Bind in all of your ingredients in the areas that you chose to stuff to put in whatever you filled the guy with. And as you are doing that, as you're putting your black wax all over it, you can recite these words, and I'll add this in the description so you all can go back to refer to it if you like, and you don't have to rewatch the video 100 times. Your head is full of confusion, misery, and hate. Your mouth stays shut against me, or boils will form in your mouth like bees in a hive. Your stomach aches, you have rancid gas, you mess your pants like the shit that comes out of your mouth. Your misery is trapped inside this box and rooted in the earth as I put you in your place for harming me deliberately. Struggle in darkness, never to see light, restless as you deserve, as I make your wrongs right, so mote it be. After you've done that, and he's covered in wax, and you've recited that, you're going to take it, you're going to put him into a box, any kind of box that you choose. I just happen to have this one lying around. And now on the lid of my box, I have this sigil that I put on here. You can Google sigils for whatever purpose that you want, or you can make your own. There's YouTube videos, and there's lots of, on Google search again, it'll tell you how to make your own customized sigil for what you feel that you need. This one is going to have nightmares of me. So I put the sigil on the inside part of the box here and wrote the meaning of what it's standing for. And then on, 1 minute, like I said, this is the one that I had already done. I haven't quite buried yet. He got all dried out, covered in the black wax. Now underneath here, if I can lift it up where you can see, there is some cactus down underneath that. And that is to make sure that that's a really uncomfortable spot to be in. cactus has got all kinds of, obviously, little spurs and pricklies on it. So that's where this little guy's going to be resting. And you want to take your lid, once you've got him down inside there, covered with wax, you've chanted what you need to say. Put the lid on the top of this. Like I said, I haven't went to bury this one yet. I'm doing this one for a special friend. Seal your box. You can wrap it in electrical tape, duct tape, wrap it around, and string. You can use black. It doesn't have to be black. If you have candle wax left over, drip your wax all along the edges of the box to make sure that it's properly sealed. And you want to take this somewhere like a junkyard or old abandoned property that's just run down and just nasty, and it's all by itself. Like, there's not a lot of anything going on there. It's just not a great place to be. Any local landfills, places like that, next to a dirty pond, or if you have a little swamp area, something similar to that. Take it out there, dig your hole, bury it down in the ground, turn around and walk away. Now, as that sits out there, it is just gonna anchor in. Your energy is gonna anchor in, and it's gonna start to take effect. If the person that you have made this for, you find out that things are getting a little bit out of hand and you're not comfortable with it, maybe it went a little further than you had planned on it going, you can go back to the spot where you buried it, dig it up, and just destroy this, and that'll put an end to it. Now, the part with the star anise that I mentioned earlier, if you are familiar with astral travel, you can place the piece of star anise into the head of the poppet, take the other parts of the star anise that's left over and put it inside a little sachet bag like this, any kind of bag. It doesn't have to be red. That's just what I had on hand. You can put this under your pillow at night. If you're familiar with astral travel, you can travel to their dreams and just make their life a living hell. You can have them, like my boxes, they're going to have nightmares of me. Why not double up and go ahead and visit in their dreams and let them know you mean business? You're not going to take their shit. So if that's something you're familiar with or that you want to do, that is an option. You don't have to do this if you're not comfortable with it, or you're not comfortable with astral travel, or simply if you just don't believe in it. Totally optional. Don't have to do that. The poppy seeds will suffice for causing chaos and strife in their thoughts and in their life. So you could just leave it as is. But again, just a little option that I choose to do. And that's it. That's your revenge or justice poppet. You can fill it with anything that you choose. As I stated earlier, look into herbs and stones, rocks, any kind of things like that that you choose to do. Different kinds of water. There's lots of different, meanings and stuff that you can do. Lots of uses for different waters. You can look into that. I've done a few workings earlier on some of my earlier videos of using storm water. That's another good, powerful option. Has a lot of chaotic energy. But that's your poppet, little guy. And after he's all dried out and you've covered him in wax, you just put him in the box of your choice. You don't have to put him on top of the cactus if you don't want to. You could put broken glass down in there. Anything just to make it uncomfortable inside the box, and any kind of sigil that you choose. You don't have to put a sigil inside of it either. Make it your own to serve the purpose that you need it to serve. Seal it up, bury it, walk away. And that's all there is to it. Hope this helped you guys with some more ideas of just how to put a stop to people that are assholes. And I'll see you in my next video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.